Hello friends, welcome in our new episode of View Master. I'm Kavita and today we have very young masters. Sometimes I wonder how these young people, manage lot of things after entering into meditation. So meditation is the only thing which can help everyone doing lot of things, multiple things at one time. So friends, I know so many of children, they are very strong hearted, they know what to do and they get suppressed by their parents. But these days, awareness is so much because of meditation, which helps not only children but parents also, just not to in physical world but how to lead our life, how to find our purpose of life. So today we have very great master Arputha from UK, who started his meditation just 3 years back, but from the very beginning he knew very clearly that what to do, and he's a musician who teach music meditation by playing ukulele, which we will show you, and he's running PMC France with Sudhakar master. He's connected with so many young people who are doing multiple services. Not only they are following their profession but where they will find their happiness. So happiness is very much into our heart. When we follow our heart, we really connect, we really get aligned to the universe and it shows what to do. So without much delay, Arputha, welcome to our show of Pure Master.
Hi Kavita ji, thanks
Hello.
for hosting me today.
Thank you for coming and thank you for accepting our request. So how are you doing in UK? When did you started your journey in UK?
So I went to the UK a year before. Before that I was in France. I was working there after completing my master's. So I was working there for 4 years in an automobile company as a mechanical engineer. And before that I was born and brought up in Tamil Nadu in India. And I did my studies in Chennai. So I had an opportunity to go to France. That's how I ended up landing in France, and then the same company sent me to the UK.
Wow.
There is some manifestation involved in.
A lot of youngsters, they want to understand this process of manifestation. So coming to our first question, how did you start your meditation journey?
Yes, so the story goes like this. Since I went to France, right, I started finding many differences between the way, how things are happening in France, in India. It was a strong difference in terms of culture and the way the people, they behave with you. Everything I started little by little analyzing. For example, let's say there people, they have a tendency to speak very quietly, whereas in India normally we speak a little bit louder.
Yes.
And whereas if you go a little bit down, further down from France, if you go to Spain, the voice of the people is going to get increased. If you go further north, people will come from different areas.
True.
And people from Norway, Netherlands, if they come to France and I listen to them and they speak very quietly. And this is one thing. And then they eat very fatty food, whereas we in India, we eat mild and spicy food.
True.
And I was asking why all this, and I got an answer from within me. Maybe this is not right or false, but how I interpreted things is maybe because the country was very cold since long time,
Yeah.
European countries. So they had the necessity to keep their body warmth. So they have to eat fatty food. So the body will, consume the fat, and it keeps the body in 37 degrees or whatever, it maintains its temperature.
Right.
Whereas in India, we exposed to hot climate and we have to sweat in order to cool down our body.
Right.
And how we can sweat is if we eat little bit spicy food, it stimulates the pores, the sweat pores, and the water will come out and it is going to cool down our body. And this is one thing. And then why they used to speak quietly and why we used to speak louder, because again, environment, the climate, which decided, I thought maybe because, if the country is hot, we have to be in the open space, leaving everything open, the windows, doors, air will be there, noises will come outside from outside. birds will be screaming or whatever. So we have to naturally increase our voice. And whereas in France, it was not like that. Maybe 1,000 or 3,000 years before, it was they used to be in the confined space, closed. So they didn't have the necessity to talk loudly. And maybe it is there still in their DNA. That's why they even continue to do the same thing. And after doing analyzing all these questions, I said, if everything is kind of predetermined, the way that we do things, or kind of almost predetermined by the environment, I said, who am I? What does being a human mean? Why I was not a plant or an animal, why I am in this planet, why I was not in another planet. It seems like there are billions and billions of galaxies in this universe. Do you know what's the purpose of life and who I am? This is what the question I had. And I am passionate in food, cooking food. So I used to watch YouTube videos, and I make food. At the time I was doing masters, and I was the person who has to cook food and eat, And at the time I was slowly, coming across the videos of the spiritual masters in YouTube, side by side. So whatever the questions I had, I am also getting answers from them.
Okay.
And they said, if you want to find yourself, you do meditation, and you will find yourself that you are not this body, neither the mind, but the pure consciousness or soul. And you have to experience that. It's easy if you do meditation. That's what they said. Then that's how I came into this meditation. So I was like looking then what techniques suits me. There are plenty of techniques.
Right.
Osho said that there are 112 techniques. I bought this book of Osho. I started reading. I practiced. But I didn't find very much connected, because 112, and he says playfully, you can just, meditate for three months every technique. Who will wait for, that long time by practicing all 112 techniques?
True.
My life is going to end up. So I said, okay, since I was not satisfied, I was waiting for something that, that suits me. And one day, a fine day, it was a lockdown time at the time, 2020. I came across the video of Patriji, where he was simply saying, meditation is nothing so simple. You have to sit comfortably wherever you are and observe your breath. And close your eyes. That's it. And do according to your age. If you are 20 years old, 20 minutes, 30 years old, 30 minutes. Then I said, okay, why not? It seems logical and I have time. I was being always paid by my company. So no worries, nothing, ample of time. Why not let me give it a try and see what is happening? And after going through the video of Patriji, I went through the experience sharing of plenty of masters from PMC Tamil. And then, I came to a point where they say vegetarianism and no doctor, no medicine. All these things were something that I was asking about. No doctor, no medicine. I found something like kind of the medicine is kind of politics in it. It became business these days, and there is no remedy for diabetes, whereas in France it is curable. And I found some way we are getting lost, these days.
So you said in France it's curable, and
Yeah,
in
it
other
is.
places like in India it's really a huge
Exactly.
business.
Exactly.
So how did you find this thing, and what do you feel about it? Like if
That's why. So after understanding that, things are happening differently in different countries, and
True.
people are treated differently. Why these differences are there? Because it is because of greedy. I kept myself in the place. Imagine if I become a pharmaceutical,
companies,
manager,
yeah.
and I am a CEO of that company. Maybe what I would expect is to sell my products, and what way I can sell, and how come I can get money. And let's say, I am a CEO of a company and I get more money. At one point, got plenty of money. Are we really happy? What we are looking for in life is that happiness, but do we really, sure that happiness comes out of money? And this is what the question I had. And maybe I would have also become like that person who is running behind the money if I was at that place as a CEO of a particular company. And that that point gave me a question of what exactly being a human being is, how I can get happiness, not just only with having money. And then I came across Patriji telling that directly that we have no necessity to go to doctors and no necessity to take medicine. It attracted me to even further to why to do this meditation.
Interesting. So, like this, after coming into meditation and after listening Patriji, that energy was so authentic. You might have felt, and you followed that path. So, I first congratulate you for choosing this path, and you are really great, Master Arputha. So, please throw some light on it regarding this concept of no doctor, no medicine.
Yeah. So even before coming into the meditation, I kind of became self-sufficient in a way that I never had a disease. How? Because I started reading a book called Tirukural, which dated 3,000, 4,000 years before, a Tamil text.
Okay.
And there this person has written more than 133 chapters.
Oh.
And each chapter have set of 10 phrases. And one of the chapters was medicine. And in that medicine chapter, he never talked about single medicine. So the very first phrase, the sentence is, the disease in our body occurs because there is the imbalance between in three elements: air, water, and fire.
Right.
We know our body is made up of 5 elements:
True.
Earth, water, air, fire, and space. Out of these 5 elements, if there is any imbalance in 3 elements, the basic elements, which is fire, water, and air, then the disease will occur.
True.
This is the definition for why disease is occurring in the body. And in the second sentence, he is saying, how you can cure that imbalance is simply if you listen to your body. So instead of eating 3 days a day, so this is morning time, okay, I got up 8:30, I have to have my breakfast, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I have to have my lunch, 7 p.m. I have to have my dinner. Instead of doing this, you just listen to your body. If you feel hungry at 11 o'clock in the morning, you have your breakfast, whatever it can be. It doesn't have necessarily to be healthy food. He never insisted upon what you eat, but how you eat is what more matter than what you eat. And I followed that. Instead of eating 3 times a day, I started eating maybe, if only one time I become hungry, I eat only once in a day. And if I become hungry only twice, I eat only twice. So 11 o'clock I ate, and then 5 p.m. Afterwards I never got hungry. And so like this, when I started following that, I literally could see I never ever felt ill afterwards. And from that point till now, I never took a single pill.
Wow. So you understood this concept before coming into meditation, and that is awesome that you you could follow that, and that's great that you applied in your life so that you understood. It's not that someone told and you just believed it, but you tried and you understood. That is something great. So, and you met Dr. GK also, right? So how this journey been?
Yeah, so when I was in France, I really wanted to do group meditation. So group meditation is something Patriji encourages. But I couldn't find any PSSM masters there. So I got connected somehow with Madhu Gajala and Ram Gajala in Germany, because that's a close by country to France. So I was doing online Zoom meditations with them. And one day when I went to the UK, Ramana was supposed to come to Manchester, where they were organizing the Yoga Day event, which was organized by GK sir and Padma ma'am. And so I went there just to see Ram, who was coming there that day. So they, at the time, I got introduced by a master to GK sir, by Sri Lakshmi, and telling that I am a vegan. And since GK sir is also a vegan, we got quickly connected within some 5 minutes of speaking. And afterwards, we started doing meditation. and the session was going, and GK sir was coming, and he said, tomorrow we are organizing a trekking in Birmingham. Then I was telling to myself, oh my God, why I didn't get this information beforehand? If not, I would have also, registered for that event. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't bring any clothes. I was, I came just like that because Liverpool is not far from Manchester, and I have train to go and come back within an hour. So I just went, and then, what happened after the meditation was over, and GK sir came to me just like that, and he asked, why not you could join with me for the trekking, as if he listened to whatever, I was thinking. So yeah, being said that he is a perfect third eye master, he could understand whatever we have as an intention, if the intentions are good and pure. And then I said, okay, me being a person, I never use soap or toothpaste. So I said, okay, it's not going to be a big deal for me. I just go with them, and tomorrow I will come back, to Liverpool. So I went there, and that's how my journey with GKS started the first day. Then ever since, it is keep on
And
going.
how is his impression in the beginning, and what did you really learn from him?
So yeah, so his way when he speaks with me, I feel with not someone that I speak as a foreigner. I feel like he is my father, because if everyone else are going to oppose my views, he is the one who comes to me personally and says, I would have said the same exactly what you did, but you made my job done. So thanks for that. He says he appreciates me. He encourages me.
Great.
Because being a vegan, it's not easy task to be with vegetarian people, and sometimes I argue with them, and at the time it might end up with conflicts. And GK sir, what he will do is he comes privately to me, and he says he congrats me. I couldn't do that job, but you did.
So yes, what now the question is really interesting. You said it's really not easy to be with vegetarian people, even because when your food habit is very different. So what are the differences between vegetarianism and veganism?
So yeah, so vegetarianism is something that deals with eating things. Like when you say vegetarians, people those who eat vegetables or veg products, they are called as vegetarians.
Right.
Whereas vegans means everything is related to plants and plant-based. Not only in terms of eating, but also all other products like leather bags or let it come bags, shoes, the clothes that we wear, anything, any product that we use, we have to make sure is this product is coming out of any cruelty involved in it. So this is what veganism is. It's not only confined with food. When we say vegetarianism, I came across many people, especially the PSSM masters. They say they are vegetarians since like 20 years, 25 years, but still I happened to find people carrying their leather bags, wearing leather shoes, and putting woolen wears, where there is non-violence in it. So the Patriji's main, his teachings was based on vegetarianism.
Yeah.
That is good. At the time in 1947, when he was born, and then 30 years afterwards, when he really started speaking about this, violence at the time was there only by eating meat. They didn't literally use other products to to hurt animals and deliberately taking stuff from them. And he started speaking so vegetarianism as a word, but if you see today, the milk industry is far more cruel than any other industries. We can't get enough milk to be produced for 800 crores of people in this world. So how milk production can be non-violent based, because it's seen as a product. Whenever it comes as, to see as a product, I can't literally say the process involved in it would be cruelty free.
This is really eye-opening. The way you have explained each and every thing. It's simply wow. One cannot think about these things so deeply, but you shared so simply that what is cruelty, what is the real meaning of cruelty, and why we should not even why we should not harm in this way. We should not wear, yeah, even I used to follow these things, not wearing silk or leather or these things, but yeah, that is very important.
Yeah.
And what we eat we become, and that's what we spread to our environment, to people who are connected with us. So thank you, Purta, for this beautiful concept. And let's coming to our previous point of manifestation. So you said you manifested a couple of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you do that?
Yes. So at the time I was in France, COVID time, as I said,
Yeah.
my project got cancelled. But since I was a permanent employee in this company, I was keep on getting paid. And at one point I got bored being always in the closed room. Then I literally wanted, it's almost after a year and a half. I said, okay, at least now I want to do something else. But I was really wanted to find an English speaking job or to go to an English speaking country, because the idea at the time I had is, if I go to an English speaking country, I could improve my English, because when I was in France, my English started getting deteriorated, as I was in France for almost 6 years and I was speaking only in French. I didn't have any time to practice my English. And that's just the fact why I really wanted to go to an English speaking country. And in order to do what? To spread veganism, to spread meditation. And that was the goal why I wanted to go to an English speaking country. And what I did was, I didn't do rightly. I was keep on looking for jobs inside France. I am applying with my CV written in French. So only French speaking companies are contacting me. So I attended like more than 25 companies interview. I got always rejection. And then what I said, I got fed up. I said, okay, let me go to India. At least I can have my vacation there. And when come back, I would search for jobs. When I came to India, I went to a place where I was meditating. In Tamil Nadu, we call people siddhas. So siddhas are like enlightened ones. So I know a person who shed his body, like it's not far away, it's only like 3 years before. So we said, okay, let me go there and, just let me go and sit and meditate. And the person who is taking care of that place, he came to us and he said, you are going to get exactly the same job which you are looking for now. Only if you go and put the candles of different colors in a place where Mary, Mother Mary of Jesus is appeared in Tamil Nadu, because I'm from a Christian family, and this person, he doesn't know that we are from Christian family or background. They don't know anything. But this is what the message he received from this Siddha, the Baba. That's what he said. Then I said, okay, let's be open. Let's be open-minded. Okay, they said like this. We go and we can put candles. And I just asked, Mother Mary being a master, we would say. I asked her, if you feel that whatever the thoughts that I have now, and if you feel like it is going to be a good cause for myself and for also everyone, for the sake of animals, everyone, then let it happen and you can help me happily. That's what I said. So I put the candles and went to France on 10th January 2022.
Okay.
12th of January, my manager came to me and he asked, we got a project in the UK, would you like to go there? So what I understood from this is, manifestation is there. We can do manifestation if our intention is pure and if it is going to help not only ourselves, but it is going to be a global cause.
Yeah.
The manifestation is going to, get succeeded as quickly as possible. That's what I understood. And there are plenty of masters who are ready to help us. Imagine if I find some children who is suffering and I see I see him suffering, I am not going to go away. I will definitely go and help him, giving a hand.
Yeah.
And masters are like them. And it's like, let's say for a cow, it gets locked by putting her head on a bag. And for her to remove the plastic bag, it's a difficult task. Whereas for a human being, it's so simple. we can just go there and remove the bag, then her life is going to get
Easy.
less problematic or easy. So same, we being humans with our sixth sense or don't know whatever, if we have a particular perception or the thought patterns, there are masters maybe they might have 8th sense or 9th, 10th, don't know. For them, it is easy for us to just clear our blockages. Only if we let them do. If a cow is keep on going to run here and there, even though a human being, he wants to go and help the cow, we can't, because human may get hurt because of that.
Yeah, because even he's not ready,
Yeah.
or because maybe cow is not ready. So, how much the person is ready for that, for to fulfill that universal cause, for the global cause, that we should be very aware of.
True.
And as you said, that is very rightly, that when our intention is pure and when it's not for only us but for entire mankind, it's gonna manifest so soon. So, in according to that, I know that you are serving for PMC France, right? Yeah. So, what sort of work you are doing, and what was the uh, inspiration for you to do such work?
Yeah, France is something that I always, in connection with.
Yeah.
I find the bonding when, the connectedness with French people or people those who are speaking French, not only in terms of the country, but wherever they can be. And, the very first time when, after coming into PSSM, they say like, you are a master now. But I didn't dare to conduct session. But the very first time when I started giving sessions, it was in French. I speak French because, I studied in French and did for six years. And so there's a person called Sudhakar in France who is really working hard to develop PMC channels in France. And he asked me, can I conduct, a session in French? I was hesitating because I couldn't, consider myself as a master. Then I said, Patriji, he came, I remembered him once again. If you know something, whatever it could be, if you know A, teach A. If you know B, teach B. So I found maybe teaching veganism is something that I know, right? At least I can teach this. Not teaching, but sharing this. I don't know anything else. I don't know astral travel. I don't know third eye. I don't know anything else, but I know veganism, Instead of using third eye, if we can use properly our two eyes, that is going to be a better human being rather than a third eye master who has no, caring for the beings. I can't say him as a master. So I said, okay, at least let me start speaking about veganism in French. So I started my sessions. I started giving French meditation sessions, every day, Monday to Thursday, through Zoom online.
So you are conducting every day?
Every day,
Wow.
Monday to Thursday at 9 p.m. French time. I give sessions. So it goes like this: 10 to 15 minutes. I talk about some topics, and then 30 minutes of meditation. And you know what? 1 week afterwards, I started doing the French sessions. My father, he was a meditator like 2 years before. After I come into meditation, he also started. But my mom was literally adamant. She never came into meditation. She was a non-vegetarian at the time. And you know what happened? She became a vegetarian. Once I started giving meditation sessions to others, the people from my family are taken care of by someone else. The universe started, giving her some problems on her body, some sort of disease. And when she went and she consulted a doctor, wherever she went, every doctor told her the same thing. They didn't suggest a pill or whatever. They said, you have to stop eating meat. If not, we can't going to save you. That's the point I, grabbed from how if you start to give to others with no expectation, anyhow we were going to get benefited.
Yeah, that is for sure. When we serve for mankind without expecting, that's gonna come back in different forms, and that is beautiful thing. Whenever we do seva,
Yeah.
the way Patriji started and the way so many masters are doing, as Dr. GK is doing and a lot of masters are doing. So this is really wonderful thing, apart from your profession, your career, your job, you're doing this kind of things. So that is wonderful. So how many people are connected with you? Sudhakar ji, you said, right? Sudhakar. And which kind of programs you are doing and how do you manage entire channel?
So this idea came up with a strong initiative by GK sir. For him, the goal is to establish PMC channels in all languages. That's what Patriji's vision was. And so we are there to volunteer. And because we also got benefited out of their teachings.
Yes.
And Sudhakar, he is currently in France, in Paris. And our works currently is putting many videos in PMC France channel. Let it be in terms of shorts or 5 to 10 minutes videos. And also recently we are working on like regular videos, like everyday premiere videos where we can speak about how to do meditation and be putting a music. And this is what we are working now. And we have an editor and who is Anand, his name. And and you know what, since I started giving regularly sessions without any fail, now I am in India for next month. You know what nature did to us? She sent us a person, a French speaking person, and she got connected to me. When the first day I had a call with her, I asked her why you wanted to, because we have our WhatsApp group, and whoever wants to join in the group, we will get notified. And I just asked her, what's the purpose and intention for you to join in the group, in the French meditation group? And she said she shared her experience. She had many experience in terms of pyramids and everything. So she was happened to read the events that we published in Meetup. And that's how she wanted to join in the group, she said, and she wanted to experience the group meditation. Then I was speaking about the concepts of, Patriji, vegetarianism, and whatever the life changed for me.
Yeah.
When we ended the call, she said, you know what, I am going to become a vegetarian today.
Wow.
Yeah. And she assured me the month when I am not there, now in France, she will be taking care of the meditation sessions. So every day night now she is taking the sessions.
Wonderful. Wonderful experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
See how these manifestations are happening, when universe is taking care of its own work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have to be serious and our intention has to be right.
Yeah.
That is enough.
Yeah.
And open-minded.
Yeah. So let's come to the next question, which is youth meditation wing, right? That we are taking care of. What is that?
Exactly. So youth meditation wings, we call shortly as UMEV, is started by GK sir. And the captain for UMEV is a person from India called Haindavi.
Okay.
And along with her, I recently started, involving and started, I had this intention, why not? Why not only me, doing all this veganism activities? Why not there can be plenty of other youths who can speak about veganism, meditation and everything. And when I, had this thought, then Haindavi showed up to me. I got a call from her from nowhere. I don't know how she got my contact, and we spoke about this youth meditation wings program, which was already started by GK sir. So when you think of something, it is there already, which is already started by GK sir. That's the thing, So you don't have to go somewhere else to find and start something new. It is there already. You just go and get involved in it, and then you can, you can support and do your service without any much effort, without starting from the base. And UMV is something which is going to impart meditation through arts, through dance, through cooking, and through trekking programs made especially for kids and for the youth. So these days I see kids are way more enlightened beings than the real enlightened beings, you know.
Very true. They are really very sharp. They know what to do. They are very clear with their intentions and agenda and ambition of life. And those who are meditators, oh my God, they are like masters.
So
When-
true.
Yeah.
Very
yeah,
well said.
Yeah.
I experienced that one day. I went and I gave a session for kids. And you know what? They asked me, why do you want to come and give meditation sessions to us? I said, whatever I give, that's what I am going to get back. So now you guys were meditating. So I play ukulele. So I played this instrument, ukulele. And these kids, they started meditating. And for 40 minutes, they are meditating. They were aged between 6 to 12 years old. They were meditating for 40 minutes. And when I asked their experience, they were sharing, they felt as if only 5 minutes passed. And one girl, she was saying that she found some other realms, different realms. She saw different people. And, you know, she had their third eye experience maybe. And when I said like, okay, I came and I gave you maybe happiness, I gave you some new experience in your life. And whatever since we give, that's what we are going to get back. So now, you know, that's why ultimately it's for my own benefit. That's why I wanted to come and give you guys meditation. When I said this concept, immediately, a kid, he came to me and he said, Anna, are you speaking about karma concept?
Oh,
He is only 6 years old.
wow.
Yeah. So these guys are already enlightened. We have to just turn the key or switch on, then our contribution is done.
Done. Yeah.
So we have to now focus more on kids and youths who can catch things easily.
True, true. So yeah, that is the only way which can help our future generation, because we took little more time to understand these things. We might have started after 20, and they have started just. This is really beautiful thing you are doing, Arputha. And you told about Haindevi. She's really brilliant and wonderful master. Even I met her. The way she doing this kind of services, this is also really wonderful. So thanks to everyone, to you both, Sudhakar ji, Dr. GK, and the entire masters who are doing this beautiful service. So Arputha, you told about ukulele. What is that? And I think you have a YouTube channel where you have shared your video of playing that beautiful instrument. So what is that, and what is the benefit of that instrument?
Yeah. And yes, Ji, so ukulele is a musical instrument similar to guitar. It's coming originally from Hawaii. How I got connected to this instrument was, it happened long before when I was in France. At the time, after coming into meditation, I had a feeling that maybe in the future I am going to definitely organize meditations, and I wanted to learn a musical instrument. Immediately, I wanted to go with guitar, but the size of the instrument was very big. I can't take the guitar to a mountain, to any spots to play that. So I ended up finding an instrument called guitar lele, but I couldn't find, many tutorials for the guitar lele. And then a person, even before I'm buying guitar, she said, why not you can buy ukulele? I didn't give much attention to that because when I hear the sound, it didn't please me for the first time.
Okay.
Then I went for guitar itself. I was learning that in France. Then afterwards, I went to the UK. I stopped learning guitar. And then randomly, my colleague, with whom I am working now, he asked me, do you play any instruments? I said, no, I was learning guitar. Then he said, why can't you can borrow my ukulele and you can learn? Well, I didn't have, much opinion on that. So I said, okay, if you want, you can bring that. Just like that I said, I forgot totally. I went to home. And you know what? The day I had a dream where I was happened to see this dream. I was playing ukulele and he is teaching me ukulele. And next day when I went back to my office, I asked him, isn't it the ukulele color is dark, light brown color? He asked me, how come you know? When he opened the pouch, it was exactly the same ukulele that I had in my dream.
Wow.
And not only this thing, maybe we could have said that maybe this is kind of deja vu experience. But I have plenty of other dream experiences as well. One day what happened, I got up and I had a horrible dream. I was in the mountain. I wanted to come put reverse my car, and the gearbox, completely it got pulled off.
Okay.
It happened in my dream. And next day morning, I was worrying about that because that was my second day of driving in the UK with my car. And my mom, she called me and she said, I had a bad dream. So please don't, if you go outside with your car, don't behave lethargic with the police. Because I was having a dream where you were speaking lethargically with the police. And just please be careful. That's what she said. Okay, I also had dream. My mom also had dream. What is that? Then, okay, maybe shall I go to the nearby shop and I will come back. I am not going anywhere else. So I went to the shop, I came back and I am putting reverse. I am parking in my place. You know what? The gear lever, it got pulled off.
Oh.
So I said, I have some connections in dreams. So this happened before the ukulele dream. So I said, maybe I have to start learning ukulele. Then I went to GK sir, I shared my experience, dream experience. What he said was, instead of practicing meditation, you have to practice now onwards ukulele. And that's how you are going to get connected quickly with people. Like, people will first see only the art that you have, only then they will see your heart. That's what he said. So then onwards, I started learning ukulele every day. I learn it for, an hour. And yeah, as you saw, I gave the meditation for the kids. They got quickly connected with this music instrument.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So how do we connect to our passion? Sometimes it comes through different masters, or sometimes we don't even recognize that, as you couldn't in the beginning, but through your colleague, it happened.
Yeah.
So we just need to be aware enough that what to select.
To decode.
Yeah.
Another experience, I went one day to a mountain where the day was really a heavy rainy day. None of the people were climbing on the mountain except me. And I climbed over the top. There was one girl playing ukulele. That's the heart chakra of the earth, called Glastonbury in the UK. And this girl was playing ukulele. So I had plenty of connections and signs. And that's how I finally said ukulele is something going to be the part of my purpose of life. And that's how the channel's name came up, called Spiritual Ukulele Vegan. So this is the name of my YouTube channel, where I put the videos of ukulele music meditation, and then the vegan foods. I prepare vegan food. I put the video so that people will understand what is really vegan food. It's not so complicated. It's so simple. Being an Indian, becoming vegan, it's so easy. Only if we take out the milk products, butter, ghee, milk, curd, then everything is vegan, isn't it? So easy for us. Puri, pongal, chapati, buri, dosa, idli, rava, everything.
Yeah. We can eat everything, just we need to take care of that we are not eating milk product, and that is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are three things I do: vegan food, ukulele music, and I do interviews with the vegans and meditators. I put those videos up.
Wonderful to know, Arputha. Thank you so much, Arputha, for bringing all these concepts. These are very different, and you are in such age. You are doing great services. Not only services, but just by following your heart, you are just moving ahead, and that's wonderful. So, could you please share your message to our audience?
Definitely, Kavita ji. Thank you so much for giving me, first of all, this opportunity. And before sharing my message, I would like to express my gratitude especially to Pitamaha Brahmarshi Patriji and GK sir and plenty of other masters, those who are guiding me every day. And my message today would be, as you know, veganism and becoming plant-based. Especially the masters, PSSM masters, especially those who are in Europe. When they say become a vegetarian, you know what? In Europe, even fishes and eggs are considered as vegetarian food. I know a girl who said to me, I am a vegetarian since like last 2 years. And I asked her, I eat only eggs
And
fish and vegetables.
Funny, yeah.
So there's no point
Yeah.
of spreading
So
vegetarianism.
they don't have that right concept even, They
Yeah.
don't know the exact meaning
Exactly.
and the purpose of right
Def-
food. Yeah.
Exactly. So whereas veganism, since it's been there since long time, so we don't have the necessity to find a new term. We can't say like ahimsic or whatever, because veganism already there maybe since like past 60, 50 years. Why not? We can just simply take that and it's there. And so this is going to be my whatever the experience we have spiritually. Let's say we saw all the planets in this world. We have hundreds and we have astral travel possibility. But what's the point of having the living creature suffering around you and you are casually doing your astral travel? What's the point? Isn't it? So please, my humble request is everyone in this world have to become a vegan. And Patriji used to say, I would be in this body, in the physical body, till all the 800 crore of people are going to become a vegetarian. And I say today, I would like to be in this body till everyone in the whole universe is going to become a vegan. So this is going to be my humble message. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Arputha, for all your wisdom and the message you have shared. Thank you so much.